iconic comedy show, the puppet Satire Spitting Image was back, but this time he is being mercilessly, ruthlessly mocked.
Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Pull that video up, because it's one of my favorites.
All right, I've finished my clippy. Where it says signature, do I put the royal seal?
That's not necessary, Mr. Off Wales. I see here that your previous career was in realty.
Royalty, but it wasn't a career. My wife's got a Netflix empire. Who doesn't?
I'm Megan Sussex, and I'm a good person.
Are you joking?
If I'm going to succeed in America, I need a lifestyle brand of creams and supplements. Gwyneth Paltrow has Goop, Kourtney Kardashian has Poosh, and Jamie Lee Curtis has Poogert. Now I've got mine, Meg Goo, celebrating the sexy earth goddess in all of us.
Megan, off.
Okay, Megs. Go.
Trick that people do with pineapple instead of just cutting it.
Hold it steady, you ginger pots!
No more following Granny's rules. Don't wear your pants on your head, Harry. Don't bath on the butler, Harry. If I want to play polo in my living room, who's gonna stop me?
Stop that.
Right away, Megs.
To make the perfect little bite, you follow the wedge.
I get another lecture from you, I'm gonna go crazy.
Hey, it's the husband formerly known as Prince. Any luck getting a job?
Oh, they had me driving for Uber Eats, but there were too many damn rules. Don't touch the food. Don't taste the food. Drive on the road.
I'm sorry, Rowdy Weddy.
When nature has given you all the cues on how to have a perfect taste of something.
Oh, how fun is that? I love it.
Megan, this new Netflix show I'm producing for you is gonna be huge. Tell Eldon all about it.
It's about a beautiful young swan, but no one treats her like the beautiful swan she is until season 2, when everyone apologizes to her.
Oh my gosh, I work so hard.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're a fucking idiot.
I don't know, Megs. I've tried every career there is. Prince, Hitler. Maybe I'm just not qualified for anything.
That's not true. You're a great husband, a good-hearted man. You've got big, muscular teeth.
Thanks, Meg. And I guess now I'm qualified for this. Unemployment!
What happens when someone who built their whole image on keeping private suddenly becomes the main target in a puppet show seen by millions? You get a moment that says it all. This wasn't just comedy, it was a wake-up call. Spending years demanding privacy while constantly appearing in public eventually breaks the trust. People stop believing the story. The contradiction becomes the headline. You can't ask to be left alone while repeatedly sharing your life. You can't criticize the media and then lean on it to stay famous. Eventually, the audience stops paying attention and starts laughing. That's the real harm, not criticism, not bad press, but being the punchline. Once that happens, control is gone. The story slips away and there's no taking it back.
You talking to me?
Megan, off.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess!
You get Meghan Markle, the Duchess herself, completely roasted on live TV by puppets with zero mercy. And that's why it stings. When even puppets are ruthless, you know the image problem has gone mainstream. This wasn't some niche joke. It was primetime satire doing what journalists and PR teams won't touch, saying out loud what millions already think. No filter, no sympathy, no careful phrasing, just blunt mockery. The joke worked because it hit a nerve. Years of speeches about privacy, respect, and victimhood boiled down to a few seconds of laughter. Once laughter replaces outrage, power shifts. You're no longer untouchable. You're no longer protected. You become fair game. That's the danger moment. Criticism can be managed. Headlines can be spun, but ridicule sticks. And once the public laughs, no press release can undo it.
Hello, followers. You know little old me is a high-profile, high-success global brand-creating, vulnerable, and humble business leader.
You're a lying scumbag piece of shit.
Spitting Image didn't just make fun of her attempted comeback. It wiped it out entirely. Think about that. Imagine spending 8 years rebuilding your image, telling your story, doing interviews, documentaries, podcasts, speeches, only to be outshone by a puppet with better timing and sharper delivery. That's more than embarrassing, it's brutal. Satire only lands when it hits reality. The joke worked because people instantly recognized it. The pauses, tone, and self-importance were exaggerated, yes, but not made up. That's why it hurt. A puppet summed up years of PR failure in seconds. And here's the sting. The audience didn't feel bad, they laughed. At some point, the comeback stopped feeling inspiring and started feeling forced, rehearsed, predictable. When a felt puppet can steal the spotlight, the issue isn't the puppet, it's the performance.
And I'm meeting another good person today.
Megan, off.
The world's most image-conscious Duchess strutted back into Hollywood, announcing her acting return like it was the event of the decade. Big headlines, big promises, big energy, but reality hit fast. Within days, British comedians fired back, not with one joke but with 4 merciless parodies. Precise, relentless, unforgiving. Each one sharper than the last. It was so intense that even Netflix insiders reportedly stayed quiet, ducking as the internet exploded. This wasn't playful satire. It felt like a televised intervention because exaggeration wasn't needed. The jokes landed because the performance already seemed rehearsed, scripted, desperate for applause. The gap between her self-image and public perception has never been wider. When comedians move faster than your PR team, the comeback isn't controlling the story, it's losing it. And once comedy smells weakness, it doesn't stop.
I've decided my time is better spent doing less, and so I'll be coming on here to patronize you through your phone.
Each sketch hit harder than the one before. No setup, no mercy. First, Megan Sussex auditioning for attention, not for art, not for a role, just applause, every line full of need, every pause begging for admiration. Then Megan boasting about talents she couldn't even prove. Big words, empty follow-through, confidence without evidence. It sounds impressive until you realize nothing sticks. Then came the knockout. Megan threatening a puppet Harry while living in a mansion bigger than most actors' dreams, full of luxury, detached from reality, still playing the victim. That's why the jokes landed. They followed a recognizable pattern: entitlement, exaggeration, self-importance. It stopped being comedy and became a mirror. When satire stacks examples, the audience connects the dots. Once they see the pattern, the illusion fades. Then it's not jokes, it's exposure.
What?
You talking to me? You talking to me? Then who the hell else are you talking to? Are you talking to me?
You look like a fucking psychopath.
If irony were a sport, she'd already have the gold medal. No contest. Social media blew up overnight. One side called it bullying, the other genius. Memes spread faster than explanations, clips replayed endlessly, and through it all people whispered, did they just say that? The jokes weren't subtle. They were loud, bold, almost daring her to respond. Every line seemed to push limits to see what would happen. Then came the real shock. Megan didn't reply. No posts, no quotes, nothing. Silence did more damage than any puppet punchline. Silence in moments like this doesn't look calm. It looks calculated, or worse, stunned. When someone who always speaks suddenly goes quiet, people lean in, replay clips, and ask why. On the internet, hesitation becomes louder than words. Sometimes the loudest message is what isn't said.
So Pads, tell me, everyone knows you're the bear who likes to share. What's the secret to your eternal personal glow?
Well, Harry, I'm glad you asked me that. As you know, I'm a huge fan of South American product.
Is it Colombian?
No, 100% Peruvian, biodynamic, organic, catastrophic, cocaine.
Yes, I've tried it, and the results were incredible.
This story is about timing, not blame. For 8 years, Meghan Markle quietly prepared her return. Not on stage, but behind gates among lavender gardens, rescue animals, and PR teams, refining every word, gesture, and pause. This wasn't hiding, it was planning. Each interview, each silence, each carefully timed appearance was part of the slow rebuild. The image reset, soft relaunch, long game. Now Hollywood's prodigal Duchess has chosen to return, not because the audience asked, not because the industry demanded, but because the moment is convenient. When attention fades, when relevance needs oxygen, the spotlight drifts. This isn't an accidental comeback. It's a calculated one.
Like and subscribe to learn how to breathe. How, as a finishing touch, sticking flowers on anything means you made it with love. And I share the secret to a happy marriage.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
After leaving Suits for royal drama, Meghan signed with Amazon MGM for her big comeback. Cue dramatic music. Somewhere in Beverly Hills, casting directors reacted quietly, knowing this story too well. In her statement, she admitted being a little rusty. A polite way to say 8 years away from acting. 8 years filled with podcasts on authenticity, speeches about purpose, and Netflix projects mostly unfinished. That's a long time off camera while still demanding attention. Hollywood moves fast. It rewards momentum, not past fame. While she rebranded, new stars emerged. So this isn't just acting, it's a test. A test of whether audiences still care or if the role she's been playing has run out.
Means I no longer have time for my lifestyle show, which was such a hit that I'm now in talks with Netflix to pivot to 6 seasons of no more episodes.
She's been absent from Hollywood longer than most influencer marriages last. Now she wants back, but this isn't just acting, it's a full rebrand. Meghan seeks redemption, respect, and one big moment proving she succeeded without the crown. The comeback headlines applause the victory lap, proof critics were wrong. Problem is, while she prepared, Britain's sharpest comedy team prepped the puppets. Watching, waiting, because expecting a red carpet. Britain doesn't do that. They serve spitting image.
It's be sad when people don't take the time to prepare good food for their loved ones. Today's recipe is going to take you 5 minutes.
Wow, that's twice as long as I spent on my new album.
Instead of applause, she got latex mockery and the most savage welcome back Hollywood has seen in years. That's when the real show began. 4 clips, 1 duchess, and an entire comedy world clearly out of patience. Spitting Image didn't tiptoe, they went full-on puppet attack. No safety net, no apologies. This wasn't playful teasing, it was precise. Every sketch sharper than the last. Every line aimed at the image she worked to rebuild. And the internet noticed. Within hours, clips spread everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, X, even family Facebook feeds, wedged between memes and inspirational quotes. That's when it hit. The comeback wasn't being celebrated, it was being mocked.
Sink H! Don't make me get the electric collar out!
Sorry, love. I think my arm's gone down.
The first sketch set the tone instantly. No warm-up. A taxi driver parody, Puppet Meghan staring in the mirror, eyes locked, channeling Travis Bickle with "You talking to me." That's when viewers got it. This wasn't random comedy, it was a statement. Puppet Meghan was intense, self-focused, performing even when alone, hyping herself up, convincing herself she was the star. The joke worked because it felt familiar. The mirror wasn't just a prop. It symbolized obsession with image, control, and perception. Within seconds, the message was clear. The comeback would not be treated gently. Comedy had taken the wheel.
Not without securing an exclusive deal with my publicist, you freeloading fucking— Oh!
Then came the line, "Not unless my publicist approves it first." One sentence, total damage. It wasn't just a joke, it summarized years of controlled moments, scripted emotions, and PR-filtered statements. The audience got it immediately. Recognition, not surprise, triggered the laugh. Everyone knew the image was managed, every word polished, every reaction approved. That's why it hit harder than longer sketches. In a single line, the satire revealed the truth. Nothing feels genuine anymore. Joy, anger, even silence, staged. When comedy explains someone in one line, the comeback isn't in charge, the joke is.
You talking to me?
The internet exploded. Even those tired of royal roasting laughed until their oat milk lattes nearly spilled. Nothing screams self-awareness like a duchess needing PR approval for imaginary conversations. That single line summed up years of image obsession, and it kept getting worse. The Jaws skit, the Taken parody, the bold Meghan Sussex gag, they all shone. Each sketch pushed further, tore holes in her carefully built image. No mercy, no soft landing. It worked because the laughs came from recognition. Once people recognize the pattern, power turns into punchlines.
Careful, Harry. I spilled some essential oils on the floor.
The shocking part, it wasn't just mockery, it was a mirror. Puppets didn't exaggerate much. They repeated her phrases, tones, carefully chosen words. That's why the brand itself became the joke. Even longtime fans paused. Are we laughing at her or with her? Dangerous question. Once satire mirrors reality, the image cracks. The taxi driver sketch was sharp and subtle. The Jaws spoof was a knockout. Puppet Meghan in designer gear declaring, "We need a bigger house." The joke wasn't about money, it was scale. Bigger platform, bigger ego, bigger spotlight. Comedy this precise stops being entertainment. It becomes exposure.
Meghan Sussex, reading for Jaws. We're going to need a bigger house!
Fans went wild online because watching someone live in a $14, $65 million mansion with 16 bathrooms complain about space is peak unrelatable. The upgrade joke struck a nerve, showing how far her life is from normal reality. Then the Taken parody landed. Puppet Meghan on the phone, calm and cold, nailing Liam Neeson's delivery. Same tone, intensity, pause. The line hit because it felt absurd yet familiar. High drama applied to problems most will never face. Luxury as survival. That's why people laughed, not cruelty, but recognition of the gap between image and reality. And once comedy exposes that, there's no unseeing it. I have a very particular set of skills.
What I do have is a very particular set of skills.
The banana joke cut deep, undoing years of polished PR instantly. A moment once framed as heartfelt, Meghan supporting sex workers became meme legend. Puppet Meghan revived it in perfect timing, full HD, zero mercy, classic British satire. They don't hit once, they twist the knife, pour tea over the wound, call it culture. Then came the infamous Harry scene. Puppet Meghan mid-audition, intense, locked in, then Puppet Harry barges in, clueless, smiling. She snaps, "Harry, ruin my take again and I will end you." Laughter wasn't just loud, it was shocked because the joke exposed obsession, control, and fragility. Parody became exposure.
Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills like, just give me a sec.
Writing stuff on bananas?
The audience went wild. Puppet Meghan barking orders, Puppet Harry clueless a step behind, smiling. Spitting Image turned their marriage into perfect sketch comedy. Brutal, brilliant, painfully accurate. Viewers laughed freely. Critics called it cruel, excessive, unnecessary, but clips kept spreading. Satire this precise demands attention. Somewhere in Montecito, assistants were told, no more mentions, silence. That's when the Sussex story stopped feeling tragic. It became sitcom. Loud laughs, running gags, familiar characters. And just when it seemed it couldn't escalate, the next moment shocked everyone.
I swear to God, Harry, ruin my take again and I will end you!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
After the puppet show shredded Meghan, critics didn't defend her. They roasted the entire Sussex circus. British TV critic Carol Migsley called it a career obituary. I've had more fun with hemorrhoids, savage but on point. The puppets barely needed exaggeration. Real life outshined parody. Podcasts flopped. Award shows filled with lectures, speeches about service without action. Once the dream was royal duty. Now it's branded jams, old banana quotes, punchlines traveling faster than PR can manage. That's brutal irony. When real life is easier to mock than a puppet, the comeback doesn't quietly fail. It fails publicly.
Ice in microwave. What is microwave? I don't think we have any of that. Harry, do we have any microwave?
The harder Meghan tried to boost her image, the more she became office royalty cringe. Awkward pauses. Comedy. Spitting image didn't ruin the moment, it exposed it never existed. No true comeback, just the idea. Then the clips dropped, chaos followed. People didn't know how to react, half laughing, half cringing. Second-hand embarrassment, disbelief, emotional damage everywhere. Memes flying faster than Harry could blink. Puppet sketches escalating, ruthless, hilarious, chaotic. When satire feels more honest than reality, the audience stops rooting for a comeback. They wait for the next joke.
It's a microwave, silly.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess! Shake that off!
Oh!
Even celebrities joined in. Some praised it as classic British satire, others as national obsession. Verdict, Meghan Markle wasn't seen as actress or duchess, she became pure internet content. Every post fed the machine. Retweets, reactions, comments amplified it. By sunrise, puppets had flipped her comeback into global comedy that no one could control. Then silence. No tweets, no statements, no quotes. PR panicked, but she knew outrage only feeds satire. You can't cancel a puppet. Fighting it makes it louder. Silence became the strongest move. The internet laughed, Hollywood watched. Quiet talks began, her brand baggage now a risk, not talent. In this town, overexposure without results can blacklist you quietly. FameX reports, her comeback isn't trending for projects, it's trending for puppets. Each gag mirrored reality, banana jokes, big house, puppet Harry blinking while chaos unfolds. The harder she tried to outrun it, the faster it caught up. Meghan Markle, once Duchess, faced worse than ruin. Her polished PR reflected in foam, felt, and British sarcasm. Savage, hilarious, unforgettable.
Me, food isn't about eating. It's about spirituality.
Wow.
It's about making yourself vulnerable. I'm preparing my guests some soul food that my British husband calls a packet of crisps. Can be a tricky dish to master, especially when a packet is being Oh my God, you've been knocked down by the crisps. So vulnerable. I love it.
Just down here holding space.
And now, the finishing touches. A flower. Harry, get your limey ginger down here and clear this up!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?